Hey guys, how are you? And welcome back to another episode of Toys in My Closet. And it's me, your boy, He-Bot. You know, as always, I am your video game aficionado and action figure enthusiast. Today we have another exciting new episode hosting another Fortnite figure from Mcfarlane Toys, based off the 7-inch scale Fortnite toy line. And as you see here, we have the brand new Hybrid. And Hybrid is another very unique character and pretty much a fun, different style of figure, because these figures are based off skins in the Fortnite video game. Even though I'm not a Fortnite fan, but it is based off a video game, and as an action figure form, these skins, right, which are basically costumes, translate very well and have become a very fun line. Now, really fast, all I can say is this: if Mcfarlane is going to go hard and deep next year with the DC line, the way he did this year and how he's done so far with this Fortnite line, wow, your wallets are going to have to be prepared to be broken, because he has not stopped. These guys have been coming out back to back to back consistently and non-stop, and it's a beautiful thing. It's very good, but it almost feels overwhelming, because if you collect a lot of toys and figures like myself and a lot of people, others out there that like to collect other lines, it becomes overwhelming and very pricey to the wallet, of course, obviously, because these things, they stack up, whether they're $20 figures or not, or $24 figures or not. The more you buy, the more they stack up, and the more it adds up. So let's get right to it. Check them out in packaging. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble right now with the lighting, mainly because he's a darker green, and I'm hoping that you guys can see somewhat here. As you can see him in the packaging there. He looks really cool. Open window box, like always, traditional, in the same motif as all the Fortnite figures so far. 22 points of moving parts. Fortnite on the top. Hybrid is his name. 12 ages 12 and up is the suggested age range for these figures. Epic toys in the corner. Then obviously on the side we have a nice video game polygon portrait of Hybrid, as you can see in this 3D polygon form. Fortnite in really big letters. Epic. The top, Fortnite Hybrid. A little Mcfarlane Toys in the corner, and a little picture of him as well there. And then obviously on the other side, a full-fledged picture of Hybrid, Fortnite, and his name in the bottom. Back, promotional shots. These are some of the latest figures have been offered. Obviously, Peely, Dire, Inferno, Havoc, Ragnarok, Aim, Ice King, and Open Tracker, or Over Tracker, I think it is. I forget his name still. And then they still have the promotion of the gliding things that they sell that are 14 inches, in size. So let's get him out of package. Let's see what he has to offer, and let's go. Here we go, guys. Out of Hybrid, out of box. Okay. And what I will say is this, right off the hip. Sometimes when we ask for something, there's an old saying, and it's called, be careful what you wish for. And you guys are probably like, what is he talking about? But we will get into that as I show you the figure and explain to you why I'm saying that. Which is not a bad thing, but it could be for some reasons, if any. Just, you guys will see why. Anyway, here we go with Hybrid, and he comes with these accessories out of box. He looks really cool. So we're going to take a quick look at his accessories right away. And here we go for his accessories. We'll start off with the traditional Fortnite stands that come with them. Obviously with the Fortnite logo, the two pegs rounded out a nice matte and soft glossy look, hollow in the bottom. Nothing too fancy, but obviously nice that they throw it in and include it. Then we have his ice pick apparatus to build his forts and to combat his enemies. And this one's really nice. Looks like a scythe with a nice blade on the top, with the silver gunmetal, the blacks, the nice neon greens, these little touch of browns here on the handle. Really well painted, or pretty clean for the most part. A pearlized or almost glitterized matte black. Another piece of brown dark here in the hilt where the handle is, and in the bottom an end blade for smashing people over the head, I guess. Especially if you're a barbarian. And then he brings his backpack, and from what I'm seeing with the backpack, it looks like Mr. Hybrid here is some type of martial artiste. Has some nice sash there going down, one of these ancient feudal Japan masks that they wore during the ancient battles. This looks to be like a scroll of some sort with a nice soft brown, white with the red highlights, the black outlining the eye in the mask, the black inside the mouth, and then we have the shades of that glimmering, what looks to be glitter black matte paint. Really nice. And then we have this gun here, which is kind of cool, but kind of throws you off, because if he's some type of martial artiste, why does he have a gun that looks like it belongs in Pirates of the Caribbean? It looks like a pirate gun. It's like a Sea of Thieves type of gun. Really nicely done with its aged gold look to it and these aged silver look to it. Look at all the details on the actual clip on the top and the scope. You have that finishing touch of gold with the black, with the silver, and on the clip to clock it back, you have silver too, gunmetal silver, and then these little fine details and rivets of design looking very, pirate-esque. Really nice, really nice, really nice. And that is what we have for his accessories. Now on to Hybrid. And here we are, Hybrid in all of his glory. And let's bring him forth. And let's take a closer look at him. And as you can see, Hybrid is a really cool looking dragon man. Right? Look at the detail on him. It's very beautiful with nice highlights of light green and then the dark grays around his eyes, and you can even see the yellow in his eyes and the whites in his mouth with the red gums. Really nicely painted in different shades. This is that money green mixed with a more lighter money green, or almost looks olivey in real life, in person. Then he has a strap here with this gold buckle, really nice black straps with some silver shurikens with the nice red going around in cloth, which then goes and translates into his arm, which looks like there's a whole cloth piece with this red gauntlet, and then with this symbol here of the clan that I guess he is part of, nicely painted matte red. And then he has this pouch in black, really nice. And on the other side he has the pouch with his regular hands with all the scaling of reptilian scale, and he has the claws coming out of his skin as well, and on his hands. And then the design runs all the way back or down through his crotch area and his torso and his chest, looking very reptilian. It goes up into his head, and if you see in the back how it scales down with the claws, and it continues back into here, into his tail, because he actually has a tail. Look at that. And then, on the hip area, he has this pouch here with his reptilian legs with scaling. Nothing on the knee, just regular skin, and then wrappings. Ninja foot wrappings on his legs and his foot. And then he has this really dark dark and big, toenails. And then the bottom is even detailed really nice, as you can see. Now, he looks really, really awesome as a figure. Now, in the same consistency and that Peely had to offer, Mcfarlane is probably listening to a lot of people, either on Instagram or social media, when we said that we wanted the Fortnite figures to have a lot more tighter joints. And in this case, it's a case where the joints are way too tight. I heated this guy up twice, and it worked when I heated him up, but then it went right back to being very hard and very, very rough. Not brittle, but rough. So it's almost scary because it feels like he might break at some point for being too tough, the material. It's like the plastic is way too tough and feels heavy. Like if the plastic is a lot more solid than anything we've gone so far to this point. He has to be more balanced, like the way Peely was. That he was tight, but perfect, not overly done. And he has some stuff that he has new that he has to offer, which we'll get to that also. So for articulation, let's start with his head. His head does go left, right? It does go right, as you can see. And then it goes down that much, and then goes up and straight that way. Doesn't go up anymore because of this part here. And the way it's sculpted, it does not allow it to go back. I mean, maybe if this was a little bit over it and it could overlap maybe, but I guess it would, because of the design, this is a different piece that goes to the neck. It couldn't do it. Now, his arms, as you can see, they go up that much on this side, all the way around full rotation. And as you see there, with his arms, it does have the butterfly joint, which is really tight. You see it clicking, right? It's really tight even to move it. He has a double hinge elbow, the thigh swivel, and then the ball joint goes around, and then this right here, these ball joints are super tight. Goes inwards, goes outwards. Now for this hand, it's a little different because he has the pad here, but it does still go up a lot. It has a really nice range, as you can see. Now, he also has in there, as you can see here, you'll see, it also has, in there you'll see it. It also has, you see it? That butterfly joint. It's there. Then he has the thigh, the bicep swivel. This piece here is actually separate. If you can see, you can move it by itself. So it's attached and it's separate to this as well. There's three pieces. It's the ball joint piece, the shoulder piece, and then the bicep piece. That's how he designed it. And it comes off, pops off, as you can see in there, but it doesn't break. I mean, it's by design, and it, for the most part, just pops right back in, as you can see. Then you have the double hinge elbow as well, and then in the hand, ball joint, and then it goes up and down. As you can see, really cool. He has like the gloves that his fingers go through, the open finger gloves. Then he has obviously the torso rocker, which is really loose and moves real well, but because it's so loose, in order to move the hip or the waist is very hard. So with the waist, as you can see, it goes all the way over. It moves and it is separate, and he does have the ability to tilt. Oh, and also real quick, his head, he does have a tilt also. He can tilt, as you can see. See? He tilts really fairly well. So to move this is hard, but he can move it. As you can see, there's the swivel on the waist. Let's see if I can get it out of the way and you can see it. So it feels like it's gonna break, even though it's meant to move. So I'm having a hard time putting it back. You see? It has the waist swivel, but it's extremely, look how far off it is. It's extremely tight. And what scares me when I'm doing the figure is that it feels as if, because this is so loose, it's on a ball joint, that this is going to end up breaking this, but it's not. This is all like soft plastic, but it's not really super soft. So here on the leg, again, he has the swivel on the thigh, you see? But it's super ultra tight that you can barely use it. And it's so closed in to avoid gappage, but that it feels almost impossible to move. Then it has the double hinge knee. And then in the foot, obviously it has the up, the down, the toe pivot, which are also tight, left and right, and then it has the rockers, which are also super tight. As you can see, I gotta keep using both my fingers just to hold it, because they're just too tight. He needs to loosen them up a little bit. And you see there, it moves too, but it's very, very minimal because it's so tight. Then as far as the split, yeah, he could do the full Van Damme Dragon split. Wow, Van Damme Dragon split. He can move the leg forward all the way up this much. And then back, he could go about, let me see. Hey, maybe you can see the figure like this a little bit better. About this much. Let's see, can you see him there? I'll leave it there for now. As you can see. Then there's the back. Now the cool thing about the back is the tail. This is actually a bendable wire, and it's a hard wire. But look, you can actually bend it. It's a bendy tail. It's really hard, that metal inside. So it doesn't, I don't think it's gonna break at all. You can tell it has the breathing for the plastic there so it don't get corroded with time and rip. As you see it there, that's your breathing. And then if you go like this, oof, it's hard to put back. But you can put it back, but it's hard. It's really hard bendy. But it's bendable nonetheless. Let's do it this way just in case you guys don't believe me. There it is right there. See that? There it is right there. See how it's bending? Bendy, bendy, bendy. There you go. Let's straighten it out a little bit, the best I could. There you go. And then it's glued piece to the plastic piece here. So this might feel like it's ripped, but I don't think it will. So there you have it, you see? So let's try on his, woo, look at all that light. Yeah. Let's try putting on him some of the accessories. He doesn't even, to be honest, he doesn't even need to stand because he stands so well on his own. Look, because those ankle being loose, that's gone. I mean, Mcfarlane, listen, you're completely gone. But he really took it to heart. He made everything super tight. And now it's like almost hard and impossible to show him off on a video. Oh my jeez. Peely was the right balance. To be honest, Peely was the right balance. So he looks really cool. So let's put on his backpack. Like so, which would go here. Really nice. There you go. That's how the backpack looks. Nice. Again, his trigger finger is on the right hand. Mcfarlane, please let them have it on the left hand too. Maybe some interchangeable hands would be nice. So at least have two left triggers. I mean, a left trigger for or a trigger finger for the right and the left hand as well. What am I talking about? Look, I'm trying to get this in. Giving me a hard time. Holy crap. Because it's soft. It's soft. It's soft. There it is. He's about to blast somebody with his pirate. There you go, with his pirate Bow! You're about to blast somebody with his pirate gun. That looks like that. Like so. Bam! Shoot you in the face. And then let's put on his ice pick apparatus, so to speak, right? And his hands are hard as well. Oof. Which is scary because the weapons are a little bit soft and gummy. I don't want the weapons to break you trying to put them on. And this is what his hands look like with the siphon. So this is how it goes. So what we'll do here is we'll stand him right here, and we'll put him just like so. Bam! There he is, ladies and gentlemen, in all of his glory. Mr. Hybrid. Very awesome figure. Really cool. Just a little bit too tight. I guess would recommend to keep on trying to let me see if you can see him. No, it's too far. Trying to warm him up to help you out. Let's give him a nice turn here on the on my manual turntable or display turntable, right? So you can see what he looks like. Ring, 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 ring. There it is. Not perfect, but I think serves its purpose. So you can see. I really got to invest in one of those turntables, people. I really do. Such a godsend. So let me push him back and let's put him next to some other figs, just for, you know, smits and giggles. Smits and giggles. Here is next to a 1/44 scale. 1/44 scale. Gundam, right? Gundam. There he goes. But he's on the stand, so that's not fair. That's kind of cheating. And then we'll have him next to, let's see, the second sister Inquisitor from Jedi Black series. Yeah, look at that. Looking all majestic from the Jedi Fallen Order video game coming out soon. And for next to a Silver Samurai Marvel Select 3.5 inch figure. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new Mcfarlane Toys 7-inch scale hybrid action figure from the Fortnite toy series. He's great. I got him through GameStop. He was right there in the GameStop store. He was $24.99, so I didn't have to pay extra, really. That's what his suggested retail price is going for. So I hope you guys have a lot of fun and luck finding him if you like him, and I hope my review helped you figure out if maybe you want to get him and add him to your collection or not. It's really cool. The Mcfarlane has been very consistent with the releases of these figures. It's been non-stop. So as a collector figure, especially if you're a Fortnite fan, you must be in Fortnite heaven. If you're a collector like myself that likes to get a lot of different things, you kind of cringe because it gets pretty overbearing and pricey, and you don't want it to affect you, you know, in your daily living, obviously. But I think he's great. You know, I hope I helped you out with making your decisions and getting him and picking him up. So, you know, happy hunting, guys. And like always, leave a like with the thumbs up, leave a dislike with the thumbs down, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about him, and if you think he's good or if you think he's bad, whatever you feel. And like always, remember, if you like what I do and in my channel, what I try to do for you guys, the best that I can with the equipment or ability that I can, and would like to help me out in any way, shape, or form from the kindness of your heart, you know what you guys can do. It's all down in the description below. It's not mandatory. It's only if you want and choose to, from the kindness of your heart, like I said. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Hope you enjoy. Love you very much. Bye-bye.